how's it going today? And we are doing a short little review of the Havok helicopter right here. So let's get on to it, the Havok helicopter, and let me show you what I did to customize this thing. Okay, so let's start here. Let's start customizing this thing right here. Make sure to put flares on, upgrade all the way, EMS, handling, race handling, livery. Let's get Liberty City. Oh, we definitely want to get Liberty City one. That feel. Primary color. Nah. Yeah, I like this color. The icy white with the blue around it. I don't really have any aircraft in white color. Ice white again. Okay. Okay, so let's start talking about this vehicle right now. Let's talk about the benefits you get. You can also get the little 50 cal minigun on here. Let's talk about the benefits you get with this helicopter. So first off, let me start out by saying this helicopter can be used if you are a road captain in a motorcycle club. You can spawn this helicopter if you own it. So go to motorcycle road captain, and you go right here, request vehicle, and you should see Havok, and you can spawn that, and that's very helpful for, like, especially for missions for getting around the map really quickly. This helicopter is, I found it more effective than the Buzzard for getting around place to place really quickly. And additionally, if you are a CEO, you can also spawn it, and your associates can spawn it as long as you own the helicopter. But what sucks about this is it's not your custom helicopter, which is really disappointing. I really wanted it to be your custom helicopter. That would have made this ability so much better. Instead, it spawns this, like, this dark colored, like, Havok here, of like a blackened out window that you can't see on the other side, and you can't even paint the helicopter window like down the regular one. I wish they would be able to have this glass bulletproof, but unfortunately you can just spawn it like this. But it does help though, and this helicopter does. This helicopter is effective for spawning and helping you with missions. And let me show you guys how effective it is with missions. I'm going to test this helicopter right now with Sightseer. Okay, so here we go. We're going to be starting Sightseer, or we're going to be using our Havok right here. Let's see. The goal of this is going to be to see if we can complete it under 5 minutes. So let's see if this thing is just as good or better than the Oppressor at collecting these packages. Okay, so we've arrived at the first package. Let's see how long it takes to get the other packages. Can we pick those other packages up in 3 minutes? Let's see if we can. Okay, so we've arrived at the next drop, and we've basically taken around 4 minutes right now to collect these 2 packages so far. So let's see if we can get the last package within 1 minute and 30 seconds. So let's see if we can get all 3 packages in a total of 5 minutes with this helicopter, which would make good money in Sightseer. Also, I recommend that when you start the hack mission, get into the helicopter first, start up the engine so that the helicopter's already getting ready to move, and then do the hack. That way, when you finish the hack, the engine's already started up and you can take off, and it makes it quicker. Okay, and right here we have arrived at the final package right now. And we're going to be talking about the landing on this helicopter in a little bit, because as you guys see right here, the landings on this helicopter are really, really bad. It's really difficult to land with this helicopter. We're going to be talking about that right after this. Let's pick up the last package right now, see if we can even steady out this helicopter. You guys just see how terrible the landing is on this helicopter. Okay, let's move, let's move, let's move. And there we go. So we've completed Sightseer in under 5 minutes. So this helicopter definitely is good for getting around the map really quickly, especially if you're using a CEO or as an MC. This helicopter is extremely difficult to land. Let me just show you guys an example. See? This helicopter it just spins out at every direction when you try to land it. I noticed that the best way to land this helicopter is to just have the thing as perfectly straight as possible, and then just slowly descend. But even then, this happens right here still. So this helicopter is extremely sensitive, and I really wish the Rockstar would do something about this, because this isn't the only helicopter that does this. Other certain helicopters have annoying patterns when they try to land. Okay, so here, let's see how effective the gun is on this at completing the job. So we're going to be testing out the minigun on this helicopter. Now, this helicopter, as you know, is equipped with one minigun right there. It's equipped with the Insurgent Custom Pickups minigun. It's a different minigun than the turreted limo. It's a new minigun that actually arrived at the Insurgent Custom. So let's see if this helicopter is effective. So right here, we have to kill a bunch of enemies, and we have to retrieve a briefcase. Let's see if we can do that with this helicopter really quick and pick up the briefcase. Let's see. Let's make an attempt. Is this gun effective at killing? And also, if you want to kill things with the minigun, you want to go into first person with this helicopter because you're not going to really do anything in third person. It's actually easier to see in first person, I've noticed, in this helicopter. Let's see, test this right now. Let's see. Is it good at killing people? So as you guys saw, that minigun is an absolute disaster at killing AI with it or trying to complete missions based on the gun. So right in here, we are now testing the helicopter. Let's see how resistant this helicopter is. So right there, I tested the flares. The flares are effective on the helicopter as long as the person does it right before the missile hits. And right here, let's see if the helicopter can take one or two missiles. Okay, so even with the armor upgrades, it can only take one missile. Okay, so we are further testing the gun, and also I'm speeding this up here for time's sake, purposes, because this clip is a little long here. But basically right here, my friend got into a civilian vehicle, and I told my friend to try to run away from me, try to escape from me, and I'm gonna try to kill him right here. I'm gonna simulate basically this helicopter trying to attack a ground vehicle with the minigun, to seeing if I can destroy it. And I was experimenting here between third and first person. Ultimately, I found it easier to use the helicopter in first person. So if you're going to be shooting from this helicopter, use it in first person. I found it a lot easier than using it in third person, because in third person, the ridicule is blocked a lot of times by the helicopter, and you can't really see what you're aiming at. So look, even though he's just driving a civilian car here, I'm having difficulties hitting him. So if this was like a supercar, I definitely wouldn't be able to hit it. And the armor upgrades would definitely help it. So this helicopter wouldn't really be able to do much against a moving target, unless I guess it's some type of big rig, unless it's like a big truck or a big target. Don't expect this helicopter to be able to chase other cars and do damage with it, because I tried here, and I was actually trying so hard that I was actually crashing the helicopter a lot, and he ended up getting away, and my helicopter ended up going down. So I was trying everything in my power here to try to hit this car as best as I could, and I couldn't. I was damaging him. I popped his tires, but I couldn't kill him. I couldn't. I tried my best, and it didn't work out. So this helicopter's not great at chasing moving targets, not good at killing AI with the gun, but is it good at killing players with the gun, like ground targets, actual people on foot? We're going to test that right now. Let's see how this gun goes up against foot targets. Here's my final epic fail to destroy the car. I couldn't get it. And now let's move on to targets on foot. Okay, so I'm speeding it up a tiny bit here just to show you guys. So my friend right now, he's running right now across the street, and I'm trying to mow him down just with the gun itself to see if I can kill him. So I'm just checking if this helicopter is good at ambushing people that are on foot, the minigun on it. And he's pretty much running in a straight line. He's swerving a little bit, but he's running in a straight line. Like, other players wouldn't do this. They wouldn't just run out in the middle of the street. So I'm figuring this helicopter is not even the best at killing other players. Now, eventually, I do get him right here. Like, I keep constantly spraying, and I do get him because he's running in a straight line. But again, this helicopter would not be good at killing, would not be good at chasing vehicles on the ground, and would not be good at killing people on foot either. But here's the final thing we can test the minigun on. How good is the minigun at dogfights? Let's test that right now. Okay, so in this frame, I figured that I would go toe-to-toe with the buzzard. Now, I fast-forwarded this dogfight because this dogfight does last for a few minutes, just so that you guys can see what happens basically here. But pretty much my friend here, he's really good at the buzzard. The buzzard's one of his top vehicles right here, and I told him to try as hard as possible to kill me right now, and I'm just dogfighting him right now. And you guys see, I'm not even using flares right now. I'm not even using flares. I'm just dodging it, because this helicopter, it's so agile that it can just dodge the missiles at it every time he's firing at me. So, as you guys see, I have only this gun on this helicopter, and I'm able to do a lot of damage to him with this gun. I'm hitting his helicopter. I'm doing a decent amount of damage. He's trying to hit me with the guns here. He managed to damage me a little bit. He got a lucky hit on me, and he managed to drain half of my health there. But I'm shooting him. He's smoking right now at this point, and we keep going up. He's spamming those missiles. He's firing the gun. Doesn't really do much. He realizes he has to get closer to me. That's the only way he's going to be able to kill me. He has to get closer. At this point right here, his helicopter starts dying down. The engine's almost done. And we both end up destroying each other at this point. Now, I start deploying flares at this point here because his missiles are really close to me and it's not giving me enough time to dodge. So I start using flares, but I get unlucky with one of these flares and I end up getting destroyed. But he ends up getting destroyed too because his helicopter ends up going down the exact same time my helicopter goes down. So it pretty much ended in a draw here. But this helicopter can pretty much go toe-to-toe with the Buzzard, as what I've seen. And my friend here, he's no joke. He's decent in this helicopter. He knows what he's doing. And this, yeah, this small little thing, it can go toe-to-toe with the Buzzard. I don't know about the, I don't know how, I think that if it went up against the Savage, I think that the Savage would destroy it just because of the explosive cannon. But there you guys saw, right there, he destroyed me, and now his helicopter is pretty much done. So, it can go up against other helicopters, but don't expect planes. And here's another clip of me just shooting a stationary vehicle just to see how much damage this gun can do and how quickly it can. So as you guys saw, that took 17 seconds of continuous shooting. 17 seconds and I managed to destroy a Patriot. And here I got a little montage of me just showing off the agility in this helicopter and what this helicopter is really capable of. Flying through these tight corridors, small tunnels, small alleyways, even above ground subway tunnels. It can't fly through the below ground subway tunnels though. It won't fit through that. So as you guys see, this helicopter is just handling perfectly, flying through these tight corridors right here. Everything from the alleyways to under the bridges. Let's see if we can make this a little more challenging. Let's see if we can make this a more tighter space. Okay, let's try here. Perfect. First attempt. First attempt here too. Perfect. Second attempt here. Let's do something really challenging now. Let's take it the subway tunnel. The above ground subway tunnel. Let's do it. Here we go. We are doing it. We are doing it. We are flying through this tunnel right here. We did it. Let's fly through another tunnel. And let's come up. We're going to be coming up on our verdict in a little bit. We're going to be giving it its pros and cons. And this helicopter, it's very fast, very agile. So in this small little helicopter, it can't possibly cost that much, right, guys? Can't possibly cost that much for a small little helicopter like this, right? I mean, it can't possibly be that much. Yup, that's right, guys. You saw it correctly. For this small little helicopter, it costs a total of $1,730,000. And I know what people are thinking. What about the trade-in price? That is the trade-in price. The price before the trade-in, that's a $2,300,000 for this small little helicopter. My friend here managed to provide the picture of how much a helicopter costs in the store because I managed to purchase it, so I couldn't see how much it was again. I remember it was expensive, but I wanted to confirm. So as you guys see, this small little helicopter is so overpriced. $1,730,000. You'd be paying $2,300,000 if you didn't do the trade-in price for this small little helicopter. Now this helicopter is good, I like it, but for that price, that's just so expensive. That's just so overpriced. This is the most overpriced vehicle that I've seen in GTA Online yet. This small little helicopter, they're charging $1,730,000 for it. That is ridiculous. And you know what, guys? Just because this helicopter was so overpriced, I actually looked up a little bit and I wanted to see how much this helicopter costs in real life. I wanted to see how much it costs in real life. Versus the game. So here's what I found. So I found the model of the helicopter in real life. It's a CH-7 Angel helicopter. And the asking price for this is $48,000. Euros, 40,800. So 48,000 US dollars in total. That is ridiculous. That is nowhere near the price on it. Let's see if we can go to a different website and see a different price on different models. And let's contrast and compare. So as you guys see on this website, we have five different versions of the CH7. We have the 2000 version, the 2002 version, the 2005 version, 2001, 2011, and this is in euros here. But here we go. So for the 2000 version, we got 63,000 euros. For the 2002, 69,000 euros. For the 2005, 68,000 euros. For 2001, 59,000 euros. For 2011, 130,000 euros. For the closest model to today, 2011, it's 130,000 euros. So even that's still nowhere near the asking price. It's in GTA. It's nowhere near the $1,730,000 that they're asking you, and that's in euros. And I understand it's a different currency, but that's still nowhere near. That is still nowhere near the asking price. And either Rockstar is straight up ripping us off, or the currency in GTA Online and San Andreas absolutely sucks, and the economy in the game sucks, and the money is absolutely inflated. But this thing is just extremely overpriced. It's the most overpriced vehicle that I've probably seen in all of GTA Online. So let's take a look now, and let's do our final review right here. Let's take a look at our pros and cons. Okay, so here we got the end. Let's look at the pros. It has a very fast top speed. Now, this is not the fastest helicopter in the game. I thought this was the fastest helicopter in the game, but the Volatus is still the fastest helicopter in the game. So the Volatus is that luxurious helicopter, that long helicopter. That is still the fastest helicopter in the game. This is not. So it has great acceleration. It does. The second this helicopter takes off, it starts going very fast. It has amazing agility. It actually has the best agility in the game. This is the most agile helicopter in the game. As you guys saw, I was dodging so many missiles, not even using flares. I was just dodging it with the helicopter itself. It can be spawned as a CEO or an MC, so you can spawn it as CEO, an associate can spawn it, or even road captain for an MC can spawn it. Very good for using in missions. And this helicopter is very good for transportation around the map. And the reason I put that point in there is because I compare it directly to the Oppressor. The Oppressor I rate mainly on transporting me around the map. This is another vehicle that can transport me around the map really quickly. Now, let's take a look at the cons. And here we got the cons. Now, this is extremely expensive. Very, very expensive. For this small little helicopter, the trade-in price is $1,730,000. Regular asking price is $2,300,900. Now, the landing is horrible. This isn't the only helicopter that does it, but that landing is really horrible. You have to be very careful of it. You can't do any quick landings. If you do any kind of rushing landing, any kind of landing, if you're trying to get into a general area, this helicopter is very sensitive and it'll flip and it'll get destroyed. You have to be very, very careful with the landing. Really take your time. The landing, the pads on this thing are really bad to land. The armor and the glass won't protect you, as you guys saw. From the homing launcher, it didn't protect. It got destroyed in one shot, which I kind of don't expect this helicopter to take two shots anyways. The window is very big and wide open. I wish it was glass. I wish it was bulletproof glass, I meant, so that you can get that in the helicopter. It'd be really helpful in this, but you're very exposed in that window. The minigun is ineffective unless you're fighting at helicopters. You guys saw me. We went toe-to-toe with the buzzard. And this helicopter is not good for any kind of missions with enemy NPCs. It's good for missions where you got to get around the map, but it's not good for missions where there's NPCs that you have to kill. So this helicopter is only good for missions where you have to travel around. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to make that review as short as possible. We got around the 20-minute mark, but I was trying to keep it all as straight to the point as possible. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one right here, and I will be doing a review for each of the other vehicles. Tell me if you guys enjoyed this review. If I missed anything, let me know down below. And I will be live streaming again tomorrow. I really wanted to live stream tonight, but I don't think I can handle it. I'm really tired. I'm about to pass out. I had work all day, so I think I'm just gonna go sleep here for the night. So I'll live stream tomorrow night or tomorrow in the daytime. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one, and take care, everyone.